Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Ramangarangari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Good afternoon. Got another little beer review from me, Shane Swindles, down at the Cheshire Brew House in Congleton in Cheshire. This afternoon we're reviewing our flagship English IPA, Govinda. Govinda is a Burton-on-Trent style English IPA. It's brewed to a historical recipe we found in an old brewing manual from in the 1800s, and we make this beer as traditionally as we possibly can. This is a really hard beer to make and a very traditional. You want a taste of Victoriana, this is the beer. So we have two expressions of it available at the moment. We have the Chevallier edition and we have the organic Plumage Archer edition. So what's the difference in the editions? Chevallier is a variety of barley. It's a historical variety of barley. It's a landrace variety that was grown from 1822 to about 1934. It wasn't grown commercially from 1934 because modern varieties took over, and the reason modern varieties took over is you could get more alcohol out of a kilo of grain with the modern ones than you could with Chevallier. The trade-off was you gave away masses of flavour. Chevallier barley is very unique. It's nothing like a barley you would buy for a modern beer nowadays. And it's quite hazy. It's very, 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 very amber coloured, and it's just a phenomenal malt. This it gives lots and lots and lots of flavour to the beer. So with Govinda Chevallier, the malt gives a very pronounced apricot jam type aroma and an apricot jam flavour. And to counter that, we need to add a lot of hops. Now, this is a very simple beer to make, as in ingredients. It contains Cheshire water, it contains Chevallier barley, it contains East Kent Golding hops, a lot of them, a hell of a lot of them, 120 IBUs worth, which is the bitterness level, which is very, very, very high for a beer, and our house strain of yeast, and that is it. We don't use any copper finings, we don't use any isinglass, it's just those four ingredients, and we let them shine. Now, on the aroma, as I said before, you get a really nice apricotty, peachy, jammy type aroma. There's a little bit of citrus from the hops, and a really, really pronounced malty, lovely, lovely aroma. But on the flavour, Govinda Chevallier just dances in your mouth. It just goes on and on and on and on. You're getting that apricot, you're getting the bitterness tingling on your tongue. You're just getting a really long finish. It's not a gulping beer, it's a sipping beer. And it's the sort of thing to sit, share with your friends, discuss, and see what you get from it. It's going to be a very complex thing to each different person, but this is a fantastic beer. It's won lots of awards. It's been listed in Adrian Tierney Jones's latest book, The 7 Moods of Craft Beer, listed as one of the 350 best craft beers in the world. We're really, really happy about that, because that's on the merit of the beer, nothing else. And it's 6.8%. It's quite powerful, and it's the sort of thing that you want to respect, because if you go sessioning on that, you're going to regret it. It's going to bite you. But if you go for a bottle, sit by the fire, sit in the sun, sit with your friends, it's going to reward you with lots and lots and lots of flavour and something unique. This is a truly as close to a Victorian beer as I think we can make at this present time. So we've got another expression, organic Plumage Archer. This is treated exactly the same as a 3-hour mash, a 2-hour sparge and a 3-hour boil. This uses organic Plumage Archer barley. It's not an organic beer, we've just used an organic barley in it. The hops aren't organic, but it is a vegan friendly beer. Like all our beers, we don't filter anything, we don't pasteurise anything, and we don't use any fish products. So they're all vegetarian and vegan friendly, but if you like meat, you'll still like the beer. Now the Plumage Archer, you'll notice straight away, it's a much lighter beer. But as I said, as that beer there, this is just 4 ingredients: hops, water, malt, yeast. Plumage Archer malt. Plumage Archer was grown from about 1905 to about 1953. It was the first commercially bred strain of barley. So it was bred from a Danish variety called Plumage and an English landrace variety called Archer. Chevallier was a landrace variety. That's a variety of barley which is naturally bred and was found growing and then was cultivated. We take a little bit of poetic license on this version, as well as early as East Kent Goldings. We've used some Ernest, early Keyworth and Jester in this beer. So it's the same bitterness level, 120 IBUs, but because Plumage Archer malt isn't so pronounced in your face, it's much cleaner, much like a modern variety of barley, we decided we would play around with hops. Ernest and early Keyworth are heritage varieties of hops which were developed in the late 1940s, and they were never commercially viable back in about 1958 when they went into brewing trials, because the brewers at the time decided that they were too American in profile, so they were too citrusy and too in your face for British beer. Or what they didn't know, because they're now growing them again, we can get hold of them, and they just make fantastic beer. So on the aroma, we're getting tropical fruits, some pineapple, some peach, some pear, and just a lovely, lovely citrus aroma on this beer. It's a lot lighter. It's not got the malt backbone that the Chevallier has, but it's got a lovely citrus and pineapple and peach and pear and tropical fruit hit. Instantly, it's a much drier beer on the palate. That bitterness cuts through a little bit more. We're getting a little bit of the malt in the back note, and that bitterness is just cutting through on the back of the tongue. This is much, much, much more like a modern English IPA, whereas this one is quite unique. That malt just gives you so much more. Completely different mouthfeel. Much more there. There's the Plumage Archer. Crisp, bang, poof, there. Both great beers. Both really worth trying. You can come and get them here at the Cheshire Brew House. Come down to our shop or our bar. You can drink them in the bar, out in the beer garden here, or if you want to take them home with you, you can buy them by the bottle, or you can buy them online, www.cheshirebrewhouse.co.uk. Thanks for listening.